Yo, what's up? Hey, Brianna. It's cracking. Sorry, I know everything's been taking a minute, but it's all good. Um, Happy early birthday. I don't know how old you're turning. You didn't really say, but yeah, hope you have a good one. Let's get to your first question, which is if you could be granted any three wishes by a magic genie, what would they be? Obviously superpowers or something, like just give me a copy of Goku's or Superman's superpower where I can just do anything that I can think of. Like, that would be dope. Um, Super strength, super speed, flying around, shooting lasers out my eyes, fireballs, kamehamehas, all that jazz. Like, that's obviously the first wish. The second wish, I don't know. Probably wish for better society with a correct system, because I don't really feel like the system right now is too great, but it is what it is for now. The third wish, I don't know. I'm not really sure what I would wish for the third one. Probably something like world peace, or there's no people that are like suffering, like no starving people, like nothing like that. Like, everybody's straight and content, and yeah, just a fair world, I guess. I guess that would be my three wishes. Question number 2: if you were elected for president, what's the first law you'd make and get rid of? Dang. I don't know. Jeez, that's a really good question. Man, I don't know. Dang, I gotta think about that. Maybe we'll come back to that question. Hold on, I gotta skip that for a second because I gotta think about that. Number 3: growing up, did you guys ever dream of graduating or going to college, or was it always your dream to be famous and successful? I've been doing this since I was 9 years old. I've been dancing since we were 9, and then started singing shortly after. Started getting in studios and stuff like that. So this has always kind of been the dream. I don't ever remember waking up wishing I was a fireman or astronaut or anything like that. Like, I didn't care when I was a kid. I just had fun, ran around, played sports, did whatever. But and then when we first started doing this, that was kind of like where it clicked, where it's just like, okay, like this is what we do, pretty much. Like, so growing up, like, I never thought about college. Like, my whole mindset was like, school isn't for everybody. I'm not saying that to excuse people from not going to school. You should definitely go to school, finish school. If you can get into college and all that, definitely do it. But, like, that wasn't my motive, because, to me, when I was in high school, I was thinking people go to college to learn about, and to get degrees on what they want to do. So, when it's time for them to go in there and do it, they have the knowledge, and they're able to perform whatever things that they need to do to, be successful in whatever they choose to be. But since I was already doing that, like, we were already doing tours and stuff, and before I even graduated high school, I didn't see a need to go to college, for anything, because I was already learning and doing what my dream is. So, but it's still cool to always have a backup and something to fall back on, but honestly, we didn't even have the time. Like, there's no way we could have finished college, like, after all the stuff that we were doing. We could probably do it now with all the downtime. Well, it's not really downtime. Like, we're still busy. Like, we're recording a lot, but yeah, that's just what it was. All right, man. Let me go back to your second question. If I could change a law and make a law, or get rid of a law, man, I bet you're expecting me to legalize weed, huh? Terrible. Nah, I mean, I probably would legalize weed. I mean, I'm not even a smoker like that, but I just see a lot of people going to jail for that all the time, and to me, like, it's not even that big of a deal. And I just think it's like just a reason to arrest people, and that really messes up somebody's life, you know, just for something like that, when it's slowly becoming legal anyways, like all over the place. So if that could help society a little more from keeping people to, you know, I mean, obviously I would make an age limit like it is drinking, you know, like maybe you got to be 21 in order to buy weed from the smoke shops, you know. You can only have so much. You can't, you know, whatever the rules is. Like, I mean, that's other details. But if that would help keeping kids out of jail and not ruining their lives over something like that, when it's not even that big of a deal anyway, you know, that's just my thought on it. You know, it's a huge thing right now. A lot of people talk about it. So, what law would I change? Like, what would I get rid of? Honestly, I would lower the drinking age. I just think it's unfair. Like, you can enlist in the army at 18 and go to war and fight and kill people and just see all this traumatic things, but you can't come home after all that and go to a bar and have a beer. Like, that's ridiculous. You know, change it to 18. Like, if you're old enough to go fight in a war, you're old enough to drink. You know, I talked about that with my teacher one time, and he put that in my head. I was like, yo, like, that's true. Like, you know, ever since then, I always thought it was stupid. Like, you know, in a lot of other countries, like, there's some countries, like, if you're tall enough to stand at the bar, you can buy a drink. Like, you know, it's just, I don't know. America's got a lot of rules backwards, I think, but, you know, it is what it is. But anyway, that's it. That's it for your video. Oh, wait, you got one more. What's my biggest fear? I don't like to talk about my fears, honestly. I'm not really afraid of much, you know, but I have this weird thing, like, by talking about your fears, like, it's putting it out there so it can happen or something. I don't know. It would be like, you know, my family getting hurt, you know, something happening to my family. Like, that would be my biggest fear. But anyways, yeah, that's it. I'm running almost 8 minutes now, but you know, thanks again for you know, supporting, you know, and loving B5 and following us for so long. So, you know, you always got my love. Anyway, I'm out. Peace.